आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
We talk about this question. In this question, we are asked that a sample of urine was diagnosed to contain high content of glucose and ketone bodies. Based on this observation, answer the following. So the first part is that which endocrine gland and hormone is related to this condition, right? So basically, pancreas, they are associated with the condition, with this condition, and the related hormone is basically the insulin, right? So the pancreas, they consist, right? Now the next question is, name the cells on which this hormone acts, right? So basically, pancreas, they consist of the islets of Langerhans, right? The pancreas, they consist of islets of Langerhans, right? Islets of Langerhans. So the two main types of cells in the islets of Langerhans are basically the alpha cells, right, and the beta cells, right? Alpha cells and the beta cells. So the alpha cells, they secrete the glucagon, right, whereas the beta cells, they secrete the insulin, right? So the insulin is basically a peptide hormone which basically plays a major role in regulation of the glucose homeostasis. Insulin hormone is associated with the glucose homeostasis, that is maintaining the blood glucose level, right? So it decreases the level of glucose in blood by increasing the rate at which glucose is transported out of the blood and into the cell. So when insulin is dysfunctional or not produced in adequate amount, then the glucose uptake is hampered, and hence glucose appears in the urine along with the ketone bodies, right? So in now the third part is, so insulin hormone, it mainly act on the hepatocytes, that's on the liver cells, and adipocytes, that's on the cells of the adipose tissue, and they enhances the cellular glucose uptake and utilization. Right, now the next part that we have here is basically that what is the condition called and how can it be rectified, right? So basically, prolonged hyperglycemic condition, right? Prolonged hyperglycemic, right? Hyperglycemic condition, right? It leads to a complex disorder that's known as the diabetes mellitus. So it is the condition when the blood glucose level reaches to an extreme high level, right? So this is associated with the loss of glucose through urine, right? This is associated with the loss of glucose through urine and formation of harmful compounds such as the ketone bodies due to the protein metabolism. So in the urine, the glucose and ketone bodies are seen. So the diabetic patients are successfully treated with insulin therapy. It lowers the blood glucose level and gives relief to the patient, right?
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेईई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।